Alright, so I'm looking to kind of finish up this piece in a few different ways. I know I want to do some ink, and I know I need to make some things pop. So let's start with the ink, and then we'll work back from there. Let me move this piece over here out of the way and move this up, because I'm going to work on the bottom of this and go up from there. Now, one thing you can do, you can render this stuff to death if you want to. Just go in here and render until it's perfect. But for the point of this is I'm just trying to get the ideas across, right? So, don't need to render this to death. Just want the rough idea of it there. Now I might want to come in here and put down a little bit of a shade on this so that it stands out, so you know it's in the foreground. You know, things get lighter as they go back in the distance, and that's something that I might want to do a little bit of. There we go. I think I'll use the, supposedly these are supposed to be waterproof, everything else, microns. I don't know. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Just matters what it's on. I'm going to take a micron, a bigger one. Do I got a bigger one? Both the same. Do I have other ones? I don't. Okay, well, heck with it. I will use something a little bigger then. I could use this Faber-Castell waterproof. It says it's water fast. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't trust these things. It's Faber-Castell. It says it's waterproof. Prismacolor. Says it's waterproof. I don't know, I just don't trust these things. This is the size that I want, so let's just go for it. See what happens. I might end up just doing some dry media with these to get the shade in. Maybe I'll just bring in the charcoal dust or something. Graphite dust, one of the two. That way I can get me some shading. Get me that separation I'm looking for. Yeah. Instead of using some sort of liquid base. I'm gonna have to go in here with paint. I forgot. There's some cleaning up I need to do. Oh well, we'll just see what happens. That's all you can do, is just see what happens. Let me put both of these in here so you can see what I'm doing. Really like the sketchiness of this character, this running one. This one really turned out nice. It's a good gesture drawing. Don't want to do too much. Just want to create that separation so it pops out a little bit. There we go. Also want to kind of look at putting in a shadow. I think this would really benefit from a shadow underneath them. Let me just get my stump and see what we can do. Got the powdered graphite. Yeah. Paper towel here. Go. Just a hint of a shadow under there. That's ooh, didn't need that. But yeah, I'll bring in a little white to want to put a little bit of a shadow right here as well. So I'll do this and then I'll also paint around it a little bit. And that'll give me some really good separation. My art teachers and over the years, if they saw me doing this, just like smudging, they'd be like, "Oh my God, you can't smudge. You gotta do that with mark making." And yeah, I agree, but sometimes you just gotta get something down and live with it. See if I can do this with some of these poles too. You know, I just thought of something that would be kind of neat. Be cool to see the shadows of these poles as actual, you know, people trying to catch them. That'd be really cool. But see, that's where you get ideas for stuff, is by sitting here doing stuff like this. You're like, oh yeah, that'd be cool, that'd be cool. And then you need, when you take this to the next stage, you can actually do that, you know? Most people be like, oh my god, you're not drawing a straight line. It's like, you know, sometimes tonality, not tone, but the tone in which you do something, you know, lines don't have to be perfect. Sometimes it's better if they're not. Sometimes it's better if you don't do it perfect. Because I want the idea of something, not necessarily that something. I think that's pretty good. I'll go back in with some whites that I need to do, and that'll really clean it up quite nice. Alright, so I got me a big old dollop of white paint here, and I'm gonna go to town, see what we can get done here. A little too much water in it. Thicken it up a little bit. There we go. Kind of liking that. Get some movement. Alright, I gotta paint over this entirely. Wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know how that ended up there, but it did. Ain't there now. There you go. I swear, man, that dog has been going crazy for the last few days. I don't know what it's barking at. There we go. Making some stuff pop a little. Go. Got some drips. Nothing wrong with some drips. Get a little separation here. Probably should have got a paper towel for this, but who cares? There we go. I want some more dripping and stuff in this bit. Kind of like your dreams are dripping out of you. Sometimes when I do the splatter stuff, I feel like I'm getting more on the artboard than I am on the actual piece here. Alright, kind of like that. Let it dry and then we'll see where we're at. I want to kind of start doing a few little things to this to kind of finish it out and make it pop. I hate that word, make it pop a little bit more. But I'm going to have some fun with it, I think. I know there's a few little things I want to do here and there. I need to work on this character down here in the bottom, so I think I might just move that up and just kind of finish that out first, and then I'm going to have some fun with this. Fun, I mean like mark making and stuff like that. So let me get a pen, and I'm just going to start throwing some stuff in here. Let me get one that's maybe a little rougher. Yeah. Yeah. Just want to sort of darken that whole area up a little bit. A little bit of mark making, as it were. Yeah. Even though the straitjacket's white, he's still in the foreground, and I kind of just want to lay in some darks. And I'm using a textured paper here, so there's definitely a texture you can see on the paper from when I'm doing this. Alright. Kind of nifty neato. Let me move this back into position. And I'm going to do some writing on this. And the writing's just going to be there. And then I'll probably end up covering it up. So, kind of like this page, the way it is, I'm going to do a little bit on it, but not much. Just because it's kind of simple. I kind of like that. And this one's going to be kind of cluttered, so we'll kind of work with that. One thing that I gotta pay attention to when I'm doing this sort of stuff is my spelling. I'm a terrible speller, but I don't know, sometimes you just spell bad, so oh well. Sometimes you can do stuff like this where you're doing repeated motion and eventually merges into something else that you didn't think of before, you know? Which direction are you gonna run? I'm running this way. Get out of there. Look out. And I also got these China markers. I've had these in my drawing box been using these things for, I don't know, 25 years maybe. Remember one time my dad, for his job, he used these. He was working at a boat company, and he brought one home by accident one time, and I saw it. I was like, that's really interesting, and I just started playing with them. So yeah, kind of like it. They you can make some interesting mark making with this. You can do some interesting mark making with them, but they're it's grease. You know, it's a grease pencil, and yeah, so got to be careful with it. Doing acrylic over the top of it. I really haven't had much problems with it, but of course I don't use it, but just kind of marks here and there. So there you go. And again, I'm just trying to feel my way around here where it's like I feel like something needs to be, so I'll put in some, you know, some mark making here and there. There are houses in Savannah that have these types of textures and patterns and stuff on them, because most of the houses downtown are all old wooden houses, and they have this sort of stuff, you know. So I'm just going to do some of that. It gives a little bit of visual interest back in there. Alright. And then I'm going to go back in, I think with some gesso. Get some gesso out. Well, crap. Yeah, I got some gesso on my suit. That's okay. I'll just clean it off right quick. Definitely don't like gesso on my seat. Paintbrush is hard as a rock. Do I have another one? Well, I don't have another big brush. Oh, let's just try and work with this one. I don't think it's going to come apart. I don't know how. I guess I just set it down. I must have had some matte medium on it. Well, that's why you buy these, because they're only like 40 cents, 50 cents, something like that. Alright, I'll just get this big boy. Do I have any bigger brushes down here? No. Alright, so anyway, we're going to use this one, I guess. I don't like this one. I tell you what, let me go get another brush and I'll be right back. What you're seeing here, give us a like, share, subscribe. Also go on over to the Skitscomic.com website. All videos show up there a week before they ever hit YouTube. While you're there, pick you up a comic book, print, or go ahead and get you an original piece of art. Lastly, go over to Indiegogo.com and sign up for the book that you're actually watching being made right now. Thank you and have a great day.